Hello, everyone. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. Thank you for joining us again on Tech Klinik. Tech Klinik is one of Tower Africa's learning series where we basically talk tech. And one good thing about Tech Klinik is that you don't really have to be so much into tech for you to be at Tech Klinik. Well, without further waste of time, today we are talking about social media growth strategies. Are you a brand influencer? Do you have a personal brand? Do you um, do you manage social media pages? Then this topic is for you. Without further waste of time, I'm going to bring up our guest even as we begin. Hi, Precious. Good evening.
Good evening, Chidema. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. You're welcome to Tech Clinic. We're so happy that you accepted our invitation and we are glad to have you.
Oh, it's a pleasure. I'm also glad to be here today. Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, so let's meet you. Let's get you introduce yourself to us in the best way you like to be introduced.
Okay, I'm Precious Chiegeiro, and an expert in social media management success. Um, what does that mean? I help businesses, I help brands, I help even solopreneurs and even founders, creators who are looking towards acing their social media, right? Those that want to take charge, that want to maintain their relevance, and also want to build an unforgettable brand on social media. And I help you in different ways, okay? I render services like social media management, or if you're a business or brand that wants to learn how to do it yourself, then I hold coaching sessions. And then if you want consultation, I also do so. There are so many ways I can help you, or basically I help businesses and brands to actualize this aim and help them to attain social media success.
Wow, massive. All right,
Thank
so
you.
today we are talking social media growth strategies. And it's a learning session. We are ready for all you have for us. So we'll just sit back and listen while you teach us. Thank you.
Okay. Okay, thanks for the opportunity. Okay, so today we're looking at effective social media growth strategies. And I know that these are very important for people who are interested in knowing how social media works and how to take advantage of it, leverage it and then use it for business objectives or maybe personal objectives or anything. And that's why I will start by um starting from the limit, okay? What social media is. I know we might already have, we already know what social media is. It's a tool where you use to connect with people, check the internet or whatsoever. But one thing I want to just mention to you is social media is a very powerful tool, in case you don't know, because I feel people just go through social media and just scroll to have fun, not knowing that social media has so many benefits and so many opportunities, if only you can leverage it and
Yeah.
use it to your advantage. Okay, so I want you to see social media more than what you see it as. Okay, don't just see it as where you can just go and sell your business items, or don't just see it where you can make cool friends. See it as something powerful. See it as as an opportunity where you can, get to know people that can change your life forever. That's just it. So social media is a very powerful tool. And what can you use it for? You can use it to build a brand for yourself, for your business. Okay, it's a platform where you can advertise your values. You can stand as an authority. You can pass out that value you think you have, and then people will always want to come to hear what you have to say. People get to
Yeah.
learn from you. People get to see you as as an assistant, or a way where they see you as, when I want this information, I know where to get it from, and then they go there to get that from you. You can also use social media to also reach out to your target audience. Now this is for businesses and also for those who are even building personal brands. Okay, if you're looking forward to getting your target audience, because I tell businesses that I work with that please just look outside your comfort zone. Okay, look outside you have an offline store. Go on social media, because there are a lot of people that need these services or products you offer more than those that are around you. People that are willing to pay you so fastly and appreciate what you have to give out. And the it is better for you to get to know this and then start utilizing it. Okay, you can reach out
Yeah.
to people who are even outside your zone internationally, and from there you can also land opportunities, because trust me, when you reach out to your target audience and they get to know that this is one person I need to connect with, okay, then
Yeah.
they become so attached to you. Whatever you say, they want to do. Okay, whatever you
Yeah.
instruct them or you guide them on, they appreciate it. Okay, so it's important that you know that social media helps you to reach out to your target audience. And also, social media can also help you to grow your business. Grow your business. Now, I'm not saying, when I mean grow your business, doesn't mean you're only on social media to make sales. Because I know when businesses say, I want to hop on social media, I want to sell my things on social media. That's why sometimes we don't get good results and then we complain, I'm not making sales. I don't think social media is for me. That's because you
Okay.
came into social media with the wrong motive, okay? You are growing your business on social media. And if you know what social media helps you to connect, right? Be sociable. And I want you to see it beyond you making sales, because even if your goal is to do that, I think you will have to connect fully well, and then build that trust before you start thinking, oh, I want to make sales. And that is so much, and that is what I mean, to grow your business. So social media can also take your business around the world just from your comfort zone. You can get people, you can also get opportunity where they tell you, oh, hop on a plane, come and do this with me. That's what social media can do for your business. So investing in social media, right, is one of the best decisions you can make right now, which is very good. Then I would go into the strategies. Now, you're on social media, or basically you're not on social media, and you really want to know how this thing works. You see people on social media with they have good following, they have good likes, and you always wish, "Oh, I want to see how this thing works," right? It's not magical, okay? And that's why I want to do my best to outline these strategies and make it so simple for you, so that you can go about implementing it and see look to see results. Now, the first step, if you're looking to growing your social media, right, I would say that firstly it's important that you have a goal. Define your goal. Why? Because when you go on social media, trust me, you can be distracted. You can see someone who is in the same niche and just feel that, "Ah, I think I should work with this person's strategy because it is working for that person." And then before you know, you're losing it from there. So it's important for you to have a goal. Now, what do you want to achieve with your social media presence? It's a question you ask yourself. And then I can go on to give an example. Let's say I'm a jewelry, um, I'm a handmade jewelry business. Let me say that. And then I can preferably have a goal by saying, okay, I want to drive traffic to my online store. So by me choosing that, I'm going to be doing everything in alignment to that goal. I'm not going to be distracted. I'm not going to use any other different strategy. I'm going to only use a strategy that is going to help me drive traffic to my online store. You also have different goals. Okay, you can choose to say, oh, you want to generate leads, or you want to build brand awareness, or you want to make sales, or you just want to just build a community and engage with them. So it's important that you have a goal, because it's going to help you structure, um, you know, your social media presence and make you achieve an effective, your social media success. And that is where it all starts from, because when you get that correctly, trust me, you're not going to miss it along the way. Now, the second thing is for you to know how to identify your target audience. I know this word target audience we might say, okay, I know what target audience is, just for me to just locate who needs my goods and services, and then that's all. You need to understand who your target audience are. And I'm not saying just you locating them. I'm trying to tell you, do you know their interest? Do you know their goals? Do you know what their age group is? Do you know where they're located? Now, you need to know everything about them, their buyer personas, right? What are their hobbies? What do they, because when you know all of these things, trust me, you will know exactly how to channel your social media activities to captivate them, because you're on social media to basically for them. Now, I'll tell businesses, because when you come to me and you tell me, oh, my social media is not working, and I go to your page and I check, and I see you're posting content, and I ask them questions. I feel you're posting content for yourself, because looking at this, if I'm your target audience, I'm not attracted to it, in any way. So we have to know that if you're on social media, you're on social media for a reason, to target them, right? And that means everything that you need or you are doing needs to be all about them. Take your mind off doing anything for yourself. So that's why it's important that to achieve that, you need to know who your target audience are, right? Where they're located, what they do, their interests, every part of it, their demographics, everything you need to know. Now, I will give another example. Like I said initially when I gave an example, I said, let's assume that I am a handmade jewelry business, okay? And I know
Yeah.
that women are so attached to jewelries, right? And since they're attached to jewelries, I will have to go into detail. How? I would say, okay, let me go to serving the younger women. So I'm not okay with just saying that I know that women are used to jewelry, so let me just serve all of them. No, I'm not being specific by saying I want to be able to serve young women. And then I can go into detail and say, okay, I think I would want to serve women, young women within the age of 18 to 30 years old. That is being specific. And that means
Yeah.
whatever that is going to, that whatever that is going to excite, you know, women with that age group is what I'm going to be putting out. I'm not going to pick out or highlight content or activities, whatever, and then bring it to my social media platform, right? That is not in alignment to that. I won't go and look for a content that is all, that is appealing to the older women. Okay. So anything I'm going to be doing is going to be tied down to these young women, right, within this age group. And then I can go forward to say, okay, where are they located? I know that for me to find younger women, I think I will look to targeting Instagram, because I know a lot of them are on Instagram. In fact, they say the Gen Zs are on Instagram, right? So you go on Instagram, you go forward. Maybe you can, if you already have a page, or if you don't have a page, you can go there to open a page and then start targeting them from there. Another platform where you see such people is on Pinterest, because Pinterest is one place that women love to go. In fact, if you're looking for style inspos, you're looking for whatever that has to do with the younger generation, a lot of them go there to search for it. And when you just,
Yeah.
come in contact with your product and services, they're already attracted from there. So this is an example that I've given to you. So when they say identify your target audience, this is what you need to do. It's thorough research, because this is what brings the growth, right? This is what brings the growth. Now, the third thing, the third strategy I would mention here is choosing the right platform. Now, it's important that we know how to choose the right platform. If you're a business or if you're a brand, okay, and you want to establish a social media presence, it's important for you to make research. What do I mean? Like I just gave an example. You need to know who you're serving. You need to know where they're located before you start using any platform. Don't go about saying, I think because I've seen a friend on Instagram making it, I think I want to be on Instagram. You have not done any research. You need to sit down to check, okay, are my target audience on this platform, right? You research that. And then also, it's important for you to know that you need to understand how this platform works. Now, you can't start a business on Instagram, okay? And you just feel that, okay, since I have a page on Instagram, let me move to another platform so that I can have maybe one or two platform or three, and so that I can make sales, so that it's not going to come from Instagram. Or basically, you can say, oh, this I'm not making it on Instagram, let me go to another platform. One thing that I will see here is, these social media platforms, they have different strategies, they have different approaches, and you need to know how to, use them to your advantage. For an example, we have Instagram. Now, if I can remember in previous years, Instagram was one platform where you just go in there and just add in your image. Okay. It was not really, we don't post videos on Instagram then. You can just go
Yeah.
there, place your pictures, that's all. Okay. And but in recently now, due to TikTok, right? Yeah, that's saying, oh, go post reels, go post videos and things like that. So Instagram is a platform that appreciates visual content. They love visual content. In as much as this, new update is out where they tell you, okay, go post reels, you're going to find new target audience by posting reels and things like that. They still appreciate images. That means your image and your videos will work preferably. Now, if I'm looking to TikTok, TikTok is one platform where you are meant to share engaging short videos. Trust me. Now, let's just imagine that maybe Instagram did not say we should start posting videos, right? Let's just assume at Instagram is saying keep on posting your images. Now, let's say you started with that, and then you want to move to TikTok. What are you going to be posting for TikTok?
Mm.
That's why I'm trying to say that you need to understand how this platform works. Because whatever works on Instagram will not work on TikTok, no matter what. Even when you hear repurpose your content, take it to other platforms. That is it. But you need to know or have a strategy on how this thing works. Because trust me, you might take it to another platform. What did not do well on Instagram will do well on TikTok. So it's important that you know how this thing works. Now we have LinkedIn also. LinkedIn is a very professional platform where you network with professionals there. You can't carry your business the way you take it on Instagram and take it on LinkedIn. Nobody will look at you there. You need to come out professionally because you're dealing with professional eyes there. And that means you need to come out and show your skills and achievement in a very professional way. So whatever platform your business is going to be on, it's important that you know how that platform works. But most importantly, know if your target audience is found there. If they are not there, please don't open a page there. So you make your research and then choose the platform that best works, work for you or work for your brand or work for your business. Now, the next strategy I would highlight here is creating engaging content. Now you have defined your goals, you have identified your target audience, and then you have chosen the right platform. Then what next is creating engaging content. Now this is where the works really come in, or the work really come in, because most of us, why we don't see good success is because we do not know these how to highlight or how to come up with a very good content. Now, when we say create engaging content, we are not telling you, or basically the platform is not telling you to just go and keep scrolling on any platform and see how you can create something similar and then post. That is not it. You can't just hop on any trending audio and say, let me just post my products there. Since it's trending, I'm going to definitely get more views. It doesn't work that way. Now, if we say create engaging content, or if I say create engaging content, I'm telling you to come up with a content strategy that works best for you or your brand. Now, what am I trying to say? I'm trying to tell you that create a content that aligns to your goal and to your audience interest. That is it. You don't have to speak like other people. Now, why do you think people stand out uniquely on social media? Why do you think people just they get to the eyes of the target audience. In fact, the target audience are so obsessed with them. Why? Because they are speaking exactly the words of their target audience, and those are the words that the target audience want to hear. So it's important that when we say create content, you need to sit down, research your content, right? And then you check it out. Is it aligning to my goal, right? Is it like I gave an example from the onset? I say, okay, maybe I'm a handmade jewelry business, and I want to. My goal is to drive traffic to my online store. That means I'm going to be creating content that aligns to that goal. And then when I'm doing that, I'm going to be checking out my audience interests. What do they like? What kind of content do they appreciate? How can I create content that resonates with them, that connects with them? How can I buy them, right? So that is what you should look out for, which is very important. So when we say create content, this is what we are trying to say. So, and this calls for so much work. And if you want to see good results, if you want to see good engagement, right? You want people to come on your comments and start typing and say, oh, this is relatable. This is what you are expected to do. So sit down, check out the business or brand or whatever you're trying to build up on social media, and then make sure you attach a goal and come up with content. Now sit down and ask yourself, what are their problems? What are their pain points? What is it they're seeking solutions for around my niche or around my business? And then you use that, right, to create a content or create content, right? And then you push it out to attract them, and then you give them a detailed solution. Trust me, we are going to get them. So it has to be all about your audience when we say create content. Create content for yourself. Now, the next strategy is since we already know how to create engaging content, we need to know how to mix our content types. Okay, we have images, we have carousels, we have videos, we have a lot, right? And that is why it's important that, on social media, we're giving so many features. And I make sure, when I talk to my audience, I tell them that if you're on social media and you have not used everything that you have been given, then you're losing out
Mm.
because all those features are there for you to try so many things and see what works for you and works for your audience. Now, initially, Instagram appreciated images. Now, Instagram is saying, or basically, is telling you post videos. Now, let's just say you're saying, you come out and say, oh, I'm already used to my image thing. I don't know how to create videos. I don't know how to show my face. I am shy. You are not going to be able to achieve your goal. Do you get me? So it's important that you know how to try all content types. Is it posting of reels? Is it posting of videos? Is it coming live? Going live? Do you get me? So there are different content types, and I'll tell you to check them out, experiment them. Why? Because you want to know what excites your audience. That's just it. Now I'll use myself as an example, okay? I post different types of content. That is how, well, let me say I started by posting, when I started, I didn't know as much as I knew now, right? I started with posting educational content and I thought I had to teach people how to, tips, tutorials, all of this educational thing. Although I got the likes and I got the comments and everything, well, I just felt that if I'm giving them everything, are they going to sign up for my services? You're just going to look at me as someone who's going to be helping them. That's all. But I
Yeah.
needed to know more. And then I had to start experimenting different content. But to my amazement, I noticed that they really love when I share content that has to do or that has to do with my personality, showing how authentic I am. Or basically, something that relates. And then I started noticing, that they like me sharing, memes or sharing something that is funny or sharing something that motivates them. Right? It can be a motivational quote, it can be, inspirational, things like that. And then I noticed that I had so much likes then, and I was like, what have I been doing since? And I used the opportunity to say, okay, I think I'm going to have to incorporate this into my content strategy because I feel that I can connect with my audience through that way. So it's important that you test all content types. Now we have content pillars. We have educational, we have promotional, we have inspirational, right? We have different types of content types. You can call them content types, you can call them pillars, right? And These are different types of content that you need to experiment on social media. Why? Because you need to be able to give everything to your target audience so that you don't lose them. Educational, you can share your tips and tricks. The promotional, you can go ahead to share. Storytelling is a real thing on social media. If you don't know how to storytell, you're using that. So start making use of storytelling. Okay, you can go there to share your achievements. You can go there to share your wins, even your failures. Oh, this is how I started. This is the mistake I made. And then you are buying their heart. You're captivating them, and then they get to know you from there. So that is what it is. So try all content types to know exactly what resonates with your
With your audience.
with your audience. Now the next step strategy is after doing all of this, right? You need to be consistent. Now you have highlighted, better still, you've started posting engaging content, you're already mixing it up. It's important for you to stay consistent because even if you're pushing out the values and you decide to show up on Monday and then you decide to show up on Saturday and then next week you're showing on Tuesday, it's not going to, you're not going to be maintaining your visibility because you need to keep showing your face. You need to keep, seeing you because, social media is one platform that there's, you have so much information on social media and it is so much for us to consume. And the competition is too much because people are just trying to make their way on social media, and you need to maintain your relevance. How do you do that? By staying consistent. That is how you can maintain your visibility and also continuously get your audience engaged. So it's important is that you stay consistent. Now, I'm not saying when I say stay consistent, I'm not trying to tell you that you need to post every day. Posting every day is not consistency. What I'm trying to tell you is get the times when you know you can show up for your audience, when nothing's going to be distracting you, and show up at that time. Now, let's assume you are free on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And let's say you're going to be free from 3 p.m. to 9 p.m. on each of these days. Trust me, you would go ahead, right, and stay true to that time. If it's 3, make sure you're staying from 3 to 9 p.m. And make sure that you're not just going there to post. Because most of us, we just go on social media and then we post and we disappear. That's not what social media is, right? There's so much activities you need to be doing on social media. You have posting, you have researching, you have engagement. There are a lot of things you need to be doing. So that's what I'm trying to say. Give yourself time, the perfect time that you need to be showing up. That is when you should show up for them. Nothing should come in between them. So let your audience anticipate and wait. Oh, I think I don't have to miss this. I think if this lady comes online, or better still, is always available by 3 to 9, I have to be there. That time is already registered. Now, I can give an example. We have so many TV shows that we watch, okay? And they have a reason why they attach these times to them. And trust me, if they just come on TV and just show their movies, maybe you watch 12:15, tomorrow you're watching 2 p.m. I don't think they're going to settle down and say, I think I will just catch up anytime they come up with this movie, I will just catch up. And if it's your favorite show, even at a point you will get tired because you cannot keep to the time. Now, that is
That's true.
why these people set times for you. So when the time is 3 p.m., you are seated before 3 p.m. and you're waiting for that movie. That's the same thing for social media. Be consistent. Get those times when you're free and make sure that you are available. Now, if anything happens, you're not available, inform your audience before that time that, oh, this is what is happening. Don't just think that they should just assume that, it's not easy. No, tell them, I'm going to be away for this specific time. That's how it is. So that is another strategy, right? So it's important we stay consistent. Now, the next thing or the next strategy is engage with your audience. Now, this is one big thing that I'll tell you to hold dearly. Social media is a place where you must engage. To be seen, you must engage. That is it. And I've worked with businesses that will tell me, I don't know how to engage. I don't think I have time to engage. But you have time to go and publish your post and your services for who to come and buy. So it's important that you know how to engage because social media is made for you to socialize. And until you create that connection, build that trust, you can't make sales. So how do you do this? When you have an opportunity to publish a post, make sure when you receive likes, you receive comments, you reply. And make sure you do that intentionally. Intentionally. Even if someone comes in and say, "Oh, this is lovely," don't just say, "Okay, thanks." That is not intentional. Now, you need to be intentional about your business. Let me just tell you, since if you see, or maybe let me just give an example, right? You are growing a business on social media, because I think most of us, we don't see it as growing a business. Okay. Now, just as you have it offline, where you have customers that you need to attend to. Somebody comes into your shop or into your store, and the person is saying, when the person comes in, you welcome the person. "Oh, thank you. This is it." You get this. You keep the person, sit down. What do you want to get? All of those things you are doing offline is what you should bring online too, and that is why I'm trying to say you should engage intentionally. Now, I can tell you that engagement can take you places. I, for one, I know where engagement have taken me. In fact, someone got to me and told me, "You see, these are engagements." Hmm. As in, the person just went ahead to say, "You have engaged to a point where I need to just I need to just highlight to other people that this is what social media is all about." And that's how it is. So engagement can take you places. I've gotten gigs. I've gotten opportunities to work with businesses because of engagement. And opportunities can be in a very big way. They can even land you somewhere. That's just it. The person can just, I feel like, I think I like the energy. And then that's it. Now, recently I was celebrated in a group, and then, they just trying to celebrate their community members. And then I got the opportunity to read all their comments, and it was so touching. "Oh, I love the way she drops her comments. It always makes my day. Oh, I love the way she does this." That is what intentionality is. Trust me, when you are consistently in their minds, the day I don't even comment, they know that something is happening. And then they are reminded to want to reach out. So you have to leave something in the hearts of your target audience. They should constantly be reminded of you. So which is very important. So when I say engage, when they say engage, comment. When you drop comment, make sure you drop it on time. Reply to your DMs. Your DMs, make sure you do that professionally. Businesses, it's important. When you have people reaching out, be intentional. "Hello, thanks for reaching out. Please, how can I be of assistance to you today?" And then you keep the conversation going and going. Let that person feel at home. Sometimes, even when you have new followers on your social media platform, go the extra mile to have a welcome message to welcome them in. Let them feel welcome. That is what intentionality is. And then before you know, you're building trust, because engagement helps you to build trust, which is very important. So, know how to engage. And that is one good way you can grow on social media, because as you are engaging, that's how you can get engagement. If you don't have engagement on your post, and you're complaining that nobody's engaging, check yourself. Do you know how to engage? Are you engaging? So that's the thing. If you drop intentional comments on other people's posts, you will get the same. There is no how. I've tested it already, and I'm still testing it. So that's just the truth. So that is how you can, engage on social media, which is very important. Now we're going to move into the next step, right? It's important that when you're looking to your strategies, right? You want to grow on social media. It's important that you use user-generated content. Now, why do I say so? Because you want to get to know, or you want to get people to talk about your brand. Why? Because you want to build trust. You want people who are there already. You want people who have tested, who have experiences, who have experienced your brand, to you to come and share, what they've gained from it. And when someone who don't really know exactly what you're all about just come in and see that the person's already captivating, and before you know, it builds trust immediately. So those people who have patronized you, those people who, in one way or the other, have seen how credible you are, you can get them to
Yeah.
come and share their experience about your brand, right? Well, how it has helped them, how it has helped their friends, if it's preferably their friends it has helped, how it has done a lot. Okay, and then you take it to your page, and then you can decide to tag them if you want to tag them there to show appreciation, but for the main purpose of building credibility. And then that is one good way to get people. So even before someone saying, "Can I trust you?" the person has seen a lot, and the
of
person is
evidence.
already thinking of taking that step to trust you, which is very important. Now, the next thing is, after having all of this around, right? You want to sit and analyze and check out all these things I've applied. Is it working out for me? What is
Mm,
working? What is not working? Okay. You want to check your metric, your social media metrics. You want to check the performance, how you did. Okay. You want to see what worked out for you, what did not work out for you, and it's
yeah,
important you do so that you are working on the right path. Let me say so. You're working on the right path because you don't want to keep doing the wrong thing and then you are not seeing results. Okay, we have so many of these social media platform where you can go ahead and check your insights. Okay, go and check what content did well. Why did it do well? Is it the timing when I posted it? Is it because of the type of content I posted? Is it the hook? Is it the caption? Is it you need to check out and analyze what really made it do well. So it's good to check out your likes, your comments, your shares, your followers, everything. Check it out and see why. So when you're checking out, don't just see and say, "I think this will work out for me." No, you have to
yeah,
go in deep to check why did it do well. Okay, you have I can use an opportunity to make this example. We have Instagram. Have where you go check your insights. It's called professional dashboard. This is only available for to those who use professional accounts. Okay, you go there, you check. You have the opportunity to check accounts you have reached, accounts that have engaged, your total content you've posted, check the likes, the shares, the comment, everything. So you go there and check, you have opportunity to see the top performing content there. And then you write them down, take notes of them. And then when you have that, the next thing is for you to adjust, right? Adjust to that strategy. Now, since you have all of that on ground, because I'm assuming when you're making your research, you're taking down. You don't just look at, I think I've taken note of it. No, make sure you write it down. When you do that, you check out and then you see what is working out. For an example, let's say after you checked out, you see that I think my target audience relates to and really love me posting videos, right? I think I have to post more videos. Okay, maybe if it's in the maybe if they really love stories, you can say, "Oh, I think they love stories more. Let me start posting more stories." But that is not stopping you from posting other forms of content. But just make sure
yeah,
that your videos are more because that is what they appreciate, and that is what brings you much engagement. So that is it. Okay. Then also you can go ahead to leverage influencers if you're looking to grow your page on social media and you can afford it, right? You can leverage influencers. We have micro, we have macro influencers. You go in search of them. And you don't just go for any influencer. You go for those who are connected with your brand values. And also those who have the type of audience you have. Okay? Don't just decide to go for any type of influencers. For an
but
example, if you sell beauty products, okay, you could probably look for an influencer, or better still, you can just look for someone who is a beauty blogger. Okay, reach out to that person because that person have the type of audience you're targeting, and then you guys collaborate together, and then you come up with something. So that is a very effective way because you're reaching to more eyes, and that means you're growing your social media. Okay, people are getting to know you through, her
the
platform
influence.
and her presence. Yes, so that is it. Okay, then also you can go to the extra mile, right? Now, when you do all of this, okay, it's important that you continue to stay authentic and build trust because one good way to be able to stay relevant, importantly, stay relevant, right? And continue to grow your social media is for you to be authentic. Okay, don't be someone else. Don't go copy someone else. Don't say because my mentor is doing this, I'm going to do that. No, Your mentor has his or her own energy, and you have to also bring out your energy because these people are very simple people. They just want to relate with you. That's it. And nobody's going to patronize you or want to listen to you when they don't get to know you. Now imagine that even if you come on any social media platform and you're scrolling and then you get to see an ad, okay? Maybe the person sells good things and maybe the ad even really shows that maybe I should give it a try. You definitely want to go on the person's page to see if the person is real. Let me check if this person is really real. So that is to show that your personality matters a lot. You have to show, be transparent. Let them get to know that when I give my money out to this person, the person is trustworthy. That's just it. And how do you do that? You can go ahead to show you can show that through your content. You can show you can just you can also share your behind the scenes. You can hop on live sessions. Let them get to see what you're doing. You can do behind the scenes. You can show them a process, okay, a journey. Or just share how you started. Yeah, a lot of things. Let them get to know you, right? Let them get to build that trust because without building trust, they would not be able to hand over their money to you for any reason. So it's important to stay authentic in as much as you want to grow. You know you want to grow on social media. So please
Yeah.
be yourself. Be yourself.
Hmm.
You are magical, you are unique, and they just want to see that in you, okay? And which is very
Exactly.
important. Now, the last thing I will mention is please provide value. Value, because a
Very
lot of people
important.
are looking for value. And I will tell you that don't say that how can I do this? The market is saturated. It might be saturated, but you can come out uniquely to show
Yeah.
how valuable you are. Now you have something in you and you need to be bold about it to come to share your values. Share realistic values. Share insightful things. Let people come, see you as a place to learn new things, right? Whatever niche you're representing, whatever you're doing, stand as an authority. Let them get to know that this person knows what he or she's talking about. This person will be an expert. Okay, so make sure that you are out there providing value. Even if you are coming up with memes, make sure that it's not even if it's funny, yeah, but make sure that you're trying to highlight something. Let somebody learn something from it. So consistently provide value. And with all of this, if you consistently do this, right, you will see success. You will see social media success. So these are the strategies for social media growth. And if you implement them, because it is one thing for us to hear, right? We've had, and then we'll say, okay, and then we don't do it. Don't just write it, okay? Make sure that you start implementing it along the journey. And I will also want to mention that social media is one big journey, and you are open to facing challenges. I'm sorry to say, you will face challenges. You will face challenges. There are times you won't see it working as you want it to work. Okay? But please don't lose hope. That is why we say be consistent. Be consistent. I know when I started, I had people who started with me. And I sometimes I saw them as someone, okay, I think they've been motivating me since I just started. But I don't
Yeah.
have them anymore. But I did not stop. If I did not, if I stopped along the way, what I know now and what I'm teaching at now, I won't know them. So it's important that we stay consistent. No matter what stage you are, we teach you something new. And trust me, you will be out there teaching people. Someday, this is how you conquer. So just know that this is a journey and you need to go along along that journey, being patient, and then make sure that you do your possible best to always be consistent and show up for your business or show up for yourself on your social media platforms. So this is where I'm going to leave it today, and I'm hoping that I've been able to give my best to you on how to grow your social media effectively online. Thank you.
More than enough. Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you so much. All right, at this point, I'd like us to take questions. So, to our audience, if you have questions, you can please drop it in the comment section. We've been talking to Precious. She's a social media manager. She's an expert in social media growth, and she's been talking to us about social media growth strategies. In a kind of summary, she's talked to us about the need to first identify your goal for being on social media. Why do you have to be there? What is your aim? Why are you on social media? And also she mentioned after that it is important to be specific about your target audience. Don't just say women are my target audience. Specify, like go down, streamline this target audience. What is their age bracket? What even down to the social media apps that appeal to them. You should also put that into consideration. She also talked about understanding platforms, that different content work for different platforms, and then when you understand this, it also helps you to know what kind of content you should be putting out on the various platforms. Very importantly, she mentioned consistency. Consistency with time of your posting, consistency with your content, and everything you do on social media. It is also important that you know that it is a necessity for you to provide value with your content on social media. These are many more are the things she has talked to us about. All right, so we have a question here. It says, please, what do you mean when you say create content that speaks to your audience? Did you get that?
Okay. Yes, I did. What do I
Yeah.
mean by when I say I'll create a content that speaks to your audience, right?
Yeah.
Can I go on now?
Yes, you can. Sure.
Okay. Okay, what I mean is now that's why let me just start by saying if you remember when I mentioned that it's important for you to be able to identify your audience, right? Now, if you know who your audience are, you're specific, right? You know that you want to target your audience. You have to
Mm.
sit and research, right? What are their problems? Like, what problems can you solve in your
For them.
niche, right? Now, you can come in and say, okay, let me use this example that I gave. I said, I'm a handmade or I'm a jewelry business, right? And I want to target younger women. Okay. Now, what I will do is I will sit and research what are the basic problems that women have with jewelries. Like, definitely there are so many vendors out there, and what is exactly the problem? Now, the first thing I will look at is I know that women have problem in um trusting the quality of jewelries. Now that means I will need to reassure them that my jewelry can last them long. I will have to reassure them via my content that my jewelries would, you know, be durable, something that you will use, or better still, you can decide to tell them that okay, this jewelry, you can use this on different matching wears. It's something you can rock any day, anytime. Because there are some people, because you're going to look into different buyer personas. Now, I give an example that part of your target audience might look for jewelries which are they're looking for the one that can last longer. Another part of your
Yeah.
audience might be looking for a jewelry where they want something they can rock without them. Maybe when they want to move around, they don't want to pack things together. They want something they can rock on different outfits. On native, when you're putting on native, when you're putting on English wears. So it's important you settle down whatever business you are. Research what possible problem. In fact, you can go on any of these AI research tools and ask them, I am this business or I am this brand, and this is the target audience I want to I reach out to. What basic problems are they facing currently? Now, they will highlight it for you, and then you sit down and see how you can be a solution. Can your product bring that solution to that problem? If your answer is yes, then you will have to come up with content. Now, how do you do that? You can pick up a video, or better still, create a carousel, and then you ask the question: are you can just specifically speak to them. Are you facing so problem currently? Or are you having problems in trusting this or that? And then you tell them, look no further. And they'll be asking, look no further. And then they start going through to check out, what do you have for me? Let me check. Maybe this one is trustworthy. So it's important that when I say create content that speaks directly to your audience, this is what I mean. And then another way is when I say create content that is, that excites your audience interest, right? What I'm trying to say, I think I gave an example when I said I noticed that my audience like me posting things that are relatable, right? That is why it's
Yeah, yeah.
important to check different types of content. Exhaust your option. You have to work. That's just it. And that is, you need to try all content types, the funny ones, the educational ones, all types of content. And then get the one that excites them and create that type of content. Now, if you check my post now, I make sure that every Monday I come up with something that is inspirational, that gets them ready for the week. And then they're all excited with the comments and everything. And I don't fail to do that. Even sometimes when I feel that this is my this is my business page, why should I be posting something inspirational? That's what my audience love. So get to know what they love and create what they love. But that is not going to stop you from creating your promotional content, advertising your business and services. But give them at least what they want. Let them get to see it and continue, to stay happy while you continue selling. So you are getting them, and then you are also looking for how to build your trust to buy what you're selling. So that is what I would say.
All right. Okay, so let's take this last question. It says, I heard you talk about engagement. Does it include engaging in other people's accounts? Does it boost your visibility as well? So that's the question.
Okay, sorry, I didn't get the question. Okay,
It
okay.
says, okay. I heard you talk about engagement. Does it include engaging on other people's accounts? Does it boost your visibility as well?
Okay, these other people's accounts, is she or he talking about your followers or
Like
people
other people's
outside
posts.
your
Like,
reach? Maybe you want to reach out or engage with people that are outside, people that are not
yeah,
following you.
I think it's talking about other people's posts. Let's say other people post stuffs and then you engage on it. Does it increase your visibility?
Okay, yes, I would say yes, because um now I think I mentioned that when you're engaging, engage intentionally. Now you can drop a very intentional engagement that will get that account to see who is this person? Why is this person so intentional about doing that? So it's good. And if you are engaging on other people's accounts, I will tell you to make sure you're targeting those who are your target audience. Okay? It's good to just engage on other people's accounts. Good. But if you are doing that, if you're going outside, make sure you are targeting people who are your audience. Why? Because you want to bring them in so that you can boost your visibility. And so if you are doing that, you need more work. It's not going to be the normal, usual engagement that your followers are used to because they already know you, they followed you. You said, you understand, you know them, something like that. But if you are going outside, they don't know you, and you want to single-handedly, you know, you want the person to be able to single you out, right? And see who is this person. That means your engagement needs to be extra, and that's why I tag it intentional. That means you will have gone to the post, you will have read it, and then you drop something that would really get his or her eyes on
Yeah.
it. So it boosts visibility. That person can get interested and follow you. I've done that. Okay. People get to see it and then they reach out to you. In fact, this engagement thing can get people to reach out to you for your services or for your products. People that have managed their page or better still have worked with, well, they are not my followers. They are not my followers. People that have reached out to before. Maybe I mistakenly engaged on your post, and then they come out to say, "Oh, can you help me do this?" So yes, it boosts your visibility. So please do it, but make sure you do that, a bit extra, because it's just going to be like any other post if you do it. I mean, any other comment, they won't get. It won't even boost your visibility. They won't open your page. But if you want them to see your comments and check your page out, then it has to be intentional. So yes.
Yeah, all right, that answers that. So there was a question that came in earlier, and that was about when you've tried engagement, posting consistently, and still your followers are not They are not even showing up on your page. But I think a lot of things you've said have answered that. You've quite mentioned exploring different content types. I think that person should try that. If you're just posting write-ups, maybe you should try videos, maybe you should try carousels and see how your followers react to them. Thank you so much, Precious. I wish
Mhm.
that this session does not have to end, but then time is not on our side. I don't know if you have any last words for us and the women in our community, especially those who are into social media and they are looking to grow their page. Just give us your last words.
Okay. Well, I would say that as women, okay, as women, um, we are powerful. Trust me, we are powerful, and we can build that authority we want to. It's just that we need to put in the hard work.
Hmm. Yeah.
Let me say this, okay? Like I said earlier, I said you're going to face challenges. I have faced challenges. Even as an expert, I have. I have cried. I've told myself I won't do this again. But I just kept on seeing myself doing it. I kept on seeing myself around this. And I just felt that there are people that need to listen to me. There are people that I need to serve. There are people that are looking for my uniqueness and everything. So what I'm trying to say here is I know social media is not easy. I know. Even speaking as an expert, it is not easy. But I want you to be open to trying and doing your best. Tell yourself you will make it because people have made it. And you want to be, you want to be celebrated for that, at least. So don't see social media as something that is fighting you back. A lot of people will say, "Ah, the algorithm is not favoring me." It might be, but teach the algorithm what you should take. That's it, right? Teach the algorithm. So when people say algorithm is not favoring me, no, we don't even agree that. Teach the algorithm. How do you do that? Your audience are there. Get what you need to get from your audience. Get them to engage, right? You also have the opportunity to use your story to engage with them. Just be yourself, right? Just share your magic. Be yourself, and you would make it. Now, I'm not trying to say when you say make it, you are going to see followers. Now, let me remove that thing from your mind. Okay, when we talk about social media success, yes, it's good to have followers. A lot of people have big followers. They don't have likes. They don't have any impact. Let me tell you, right? They don't have any impact. But when you want to see someone's power, right, you have to go deep to check the content or the kind of page, kind of information the person is pushing out. So when I say social media success, I'm trying to say you've covered all areas and your audience, because basically you are there for your audience, you're not there for everybody. So please only your audience and do your best. Let them appreciate you and just show your uniqueness. Let them build trust with you and be yourself. It will be successful. That's what I have to say.
Wonderful, Massey. What do we have to say to Precious? Thank you so much for being
You're
on this
welcome.
session. All right,
Thank
everyone.
you.
This is when we call it a wrap for Tech Clinic 2024. This is our last session, and amazingly, this session was all fireful and all valuable. We've gained a
Thank
lot.
you.
We are so grateful. Thank you so much, everyone who has joined us. We are glad you stayed through with us. And if you joined late, please catch up with the replay of this session. There is a lot you need to digest. There is a lot you need to apply for the growth of your social media. Well, till we come your way next time, have a wonderful evening. Bye. Bye, Precious.
Bye.
Bye.